Hi guys! Let me just make sure that everything's hooked up here. Give it a second. Give me a second. Perfect. Let me just make sure that volume's on. Make sure I can hear you. Hear me. Let's just make sure real quick here. If you're on, give me a thumbs up. That will help. Okay, it sounds like everything's good. Welcome back from my home to yours. My name is Rachel. I am a true hot yoga instructor. Our governor just gave some new orders amidst this COVID-19 thing, and it looks like we're going to be back in business. So I'm really excited to see you guys again in the hot room. So in celebration, I have these awesome new pants. They're like super fiery. So enjoy the pants, enjoy the flow. Hopefully we can get things moving a little bit today. Maybe get that heart rate up. If you'd like to use a block, use it. If you have a book that you've been using, use that. If you have a towel or a strap or maybe even a belt that you'd like to grab, that way you can get a little deeper, pull a little closer, get everything a little tighter, you can do that as well. I'll try and offer modifications during this just so you can know what's going on and what's happening. Let's go ahead and start today kneeling. Draw the toes, come to the tops of the feet. So release the toes, bring the feet together, bring the legs together. Good. Stack head over heart and heart over pelvis. Begin lifting up from that pelvic floor, lifting that heart and letting it shine. In all of our poses, when we're lifting that heart, I want you to imagine that ball of energy that I talk about all the time. That ball of energy starts at your root chakra there and it rises up the front side of your body. So imagine it rolling up the front side of the body and then it draws down the back side of the body. So everything gets lifted as it rolls up and everything gets pulled down backward as we start to roll it down. We can think about our breath carrying that ball of energy up. So that's why when the teachers say exhale, shoulders back and down, you can start to picture that ball of light as it travels down your back. Good. Smile. Say something nice to yourself. I want you to mean it. Good. Keep that smile on your face and draw your hands to heart center. Now, if your feet are screaming at you, try and honor that they're screaming at you, but go ahead and release it. Use your breath to send fresh oxygen into that space that might be screaming at you. Right now, my knee's screaming at me today. So I'm just gonna honor that it's screaming at me. Allow that stretch to continue to occur. Now, if ever you start to feel like a full-on stabbing sensation, back out of the posture a little bit, okay? Good. Lifting up from that pelvic floor. Maybe your eyes are closed. If not, go ahead and close them here. Maybe that smile's on your face still, maybe not. If it isn't, draw the corners of your mouth up. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let the face hang heavy with a little bit of a smile there. Allow that smile to go deep within. Good. Now that you're here, I want you to think of an intention. Set an intention, maybe for your day, your week, your month, your year. Maybe there's something you're really trying to create. Take a picture of it. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Remembering that in this moment, as we create, as we manifest, we want to be really specific with what we desire, because we're going to get it. It just might not look the way we wanted it to if we're not real specific. So be real specific here, guys. Good. Inhale deeply. Feel the front part of the body rise. Exhale fully. Feel the back side fall. Come back to that intention. Using that breath in and out through the nose here. Good. Last moment to set that intention. Nice. Open the eyes. Smile. Release the hands down. Good. Wiggle the fingers and then inhale, reach them all the way up to the sky. Now, slight back bend here. So tuck the belly button to the spine, cactus the arms and drop the head, reach the eye gaze up to the ceiling. Now, don't let the head just hang back heavy. Really just kind of drop that gaze so it looks up. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, walk those hands forward. If you're turned to the side like me, go ahead and rotate back. Let's do a little spinal flexion, my favorite cat-cow. So I want you to stack the shoulders over the wrists. Make sure you're spreading that palm really wide and that forefinger is facing towards the top of the mat. Good. Wrist creases are parallel with the top of the mat and the eyes of the elbows start to face forward. Good. Now I want you to draw your tailbone back and then draw your belly button up and in. This is going to create a nice long spine and the crown of the head reaches forward. Your eye gaze is right in between the hands or just out in front. Good. On your next inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, look up to the sky. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Think about creating a wave with your spine as you draw the belly button in, round through the spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Good. Imagine pushing your hips toward your elbows. Imagine that action, or imagine squeezing a block in between your legs. You're pressing down through the shins behind you. Good. Inhale. Come up. Look up to the sky. Good. Exhale. Think of that wave. Round and curl. Chin to chest. Good. Breathe. Inhale. Drop the belly. Look up. Good. Nice. Come to a neutral spine. Crown of the head reaches forward. Eyes of the elbows face forward. Keep a micro bend in those elbows, guys. Extend the crown of the head long and the tail back towards your heels. Nice. Curl onto the toes and gently bring the belly to the thighs. Holding here. Then lift the hips up to the sky. Our first downward facing dog of class. Pedal it out. Bend through the knees. Work through the soles of the feet. Ground in through the toes and then work the heel back towards the mat on each foot, one at a time. Maybe you've been standing on your feet all day. Maybe you really need that hamstring stretch. Press into the palms. Start to melt the chest towards the thighs. Good. Working to set this down dog strong. Listen to my instructions. Spread the fingers wide. Your wrist creases stay parallel with the top of the mat. And the eyes of the elbows are working to rotate forward. Good. That's going to cause an outward rotation with the upper arm bones. And then you're going to think about squeezing that block in between the legs as you rotate those inner thighs together. Notice how your belly presses toward your thighs here. Good. Press into the palm. Press into the balls of your fingers here. Right there where they meet the palm. Press in. Use that foundation. Micro bend in the elbows. Micro bend in the knees. Good. Inhale. Right leg lifts. Listen carefully. Drop it just in front of the left. Tightrope up. Walk that imaginary tightrope line up the middle of your mat. Coming all the way to the top of the mat. Slow as you can. Reaching with the foot. And then slowly dropping it down. Good. Come all the way up until you get to the top of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Draw the heels and toes really together here. Good. Let the head hang heavy. Nice. Maybe grab for opposite elbows here, working to start to straighten up through the legs. You can bend through the knees as much as you need here. Don't hyperextend the knees though. Don't lock them out. Make sure you keep that micro bend if you're starting to straighten up. Nice. Really letting the head hang heavy. Feel the eyeballs drop to the top of your head. Feel the tongue release from the roof of your mouth. Maybe you get a little smile here. If you're grabbing for opposite elbows, switch your grip. Place the other hand on top, grabbing the other elbow this time. Good. Just gentle, conscious movements here. Drop the hands and slowly start to trace a line up the front of your legs. Roll on up. Shoulders come back and down. Head is always last to rise. Reach up for the sky. Tuck the tailbone and exhale, back bend. Look to the sky. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. So press the sides of the room away with your hands. Bring them shoulder length. Or out amongst your, out in line with your shoulders. There we go. Then fold it down into Uttanasana, forward fold. Nice. Bend through the knees. Right foot comes back. Step the left foot back. Find yourself in plank. Find your foundation first. This is our first plank here. So think about that pointer finger facing forward. Eyes of the elbows are starting to work to face forward. Micro bend in the elbows. And you're extending out through those heels. Squeeze through the tailbone and then drop the back. Drop the shoulder blades to meet each other. Holding here. Drawing that belly button in. Feel the core shake. Good. When you're ready, you can drop down to the knees or move through that vinyasa flow of your choice. You can shift it forward on those knees. Keep that long spine here. Crown of the head to tip of tailbone. Bend through the elbows. Bring the biceps right underneath the chest here. Allow your chest to press onto the biceps. Good. Then bring it all the way down. Cobra. Press into the tops of the feet. Maybe you push up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, or you stay down here in Baby Bhujangasana. Little baby cobra. Good. Press into the tops of the feet here, no matter where you are. If you moved into that Urdhva Mukha, you're pressing up and out. Hips are not sinking onto the mat here. They're lifted. Good. Roll over those toes or roll over those knees. Come onto the feet. Downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Good. Shake the head now. And then nod it yes. Always remembering to end on a positive note. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Swing it all the way up and through to drop it in on that long lunge. Now again, if you struggle with swinging that leg up and through, when we're back here in down dog, I want you to drop the foot, drop down to the knees, and then swing that leg around up and through. Good. Then you imagine that block in between the thighs, lift that back leg. Long lunge. Now we're all here. Nice. Looking down at the right big toe. Extend out through the left heel. Sink it down a little farther. Nice. Make sure that knee doesn't pass the ankle. Shift it forward. Left leg lifts. Standing splits. Good. Let the head hang heavy. Nice. Release the left foot down to meet the right. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Start to trace that line up the front of the legs. Stack one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come back and down and away. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, slight back bend. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press the sides of the room away. Work through that swan dive. Come on down. Folding it forward. Uttanasana. Letting it hang heavy for just a moment here. Good. Bend through the knees. Bring the belly onto the thighs. Press the palms into the mat. Step the left foot back. Nice. See how you're in that lunge already? Good. Kick the right foot back. Meet the left. Holding in plank for just a moment. Find your foundation first. Spread the fingers wide. Wrist creases parallel to the top of the mat. Now extend through the heels and drop the spine. Good. Bring that belly button up to meet it. Let the body shake. Nice. You can shift it forward. Come down. Bring the biceps underneath. Roll it back. Upward facing dog. Look up to the sky. Smile. Good. Shift it back. Meet us in downward dog. Nice, guys. Breathing here. Resting for 2 breaths. Maybe shaking the head no, nodding it yes. Starting to release, stretch, and open up through all the channels in the body here. Nice. Inhale, lift the left leg up. This is where you're going to drop down to those knees if you need to swing the leg through. Otherwise, we draw it all the way up into the chest. Hold, and then drop it in. Then lunge. Nice. Extend through that back heel. Sink those hips down a little farther. Imagine that block in between the legs that you're squeezing here. Pulling the left hip back and forward. Nice. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Shift it forward. Right leg lifts. Standing splits. Now, when I instruct you to get into these standing splits, think about lifting from the lifted legs inner thigh. So in this case, the right leg's inner thigh is doing the lifting here. Micro bend in that left knee. Good. Release it down. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Rise up. Trace that line. Stack one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come back and down. Head lifts. Reach to the sky. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale. Let it go. Nice. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Hands down to heart center. Close your eyes. No need to fidget here. No need to fix your clothes or wipe your sweat. Just let it go. Honor that gentle sway of your body. Maybe you smile here, releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth, releasing the stress from your jaw. Good. Keep that tailbone tucked. Keep the torso lifted. Keep imagining that current of energy lifts up the front side and grounds down the back side. Now that you're standing here, it might feel a little different. Think about bending through the knees, lifting up from the pelvic floor, and actually stacking that head over heart and heart over pelvis. Good. Elbows out to the sides of the room. Eyes are still closed. Feel the sway in your body as it increases. Try not to hold anywhere. Just allow your body to move however it's going to move in this moment. Smile big, open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Press the sides of the room away. Come on down. Good. Bend through the knees, belly to the thighs. Step the right foot back. Good. Follow it by the left. Move in through that plank, moving through your vinyasa flow of your choice. Shift it forward. Body weight comes down halfway and we push up. Make sure you're creating a shelf with those arms that's going to tuck right underneath that rib cage. Good. Lifting up into cobra, or baby cobra, or maybe you're all the way up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Good. Exhale, shift it back. We all meet in downward facing dog. Nice work. Inhale, right leg lifts. Swing it all the way up and through, long lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Now, anybody who has kind of watched me practice lately, I don't know if you've noticed, but when I swing it up through lunge, I always adjust to bring the leg out in front. Because if I don't, my belly kind of gets in the way. So just kind of honor your body. You might need to make those little bit of adjustments there to really get yourself deeper into the posture, okay? Good. Pressing through the big toe mound on that right toe. Press the left palm into the mat and reach the right arm up to the sky. Good. Look at your thumb on that right hand. Smile. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Press out through that left heel behind you. Surya Namaskar with our side twisting lunge. Good. Drop the right hand down to frame the foot. Shift the weight forward. Left leg lifts. Standing split. Square up through the hips. Left hip drops. Lifting from the inner thigh. Good. Exhale, drop it down. Heels and toes come to touch. We start to rise on up. Shoulders come back and down. Head lifts. Reach up. Exhale. Let it go. Good. Inhale. Reach up. Sorry. Exhale. Swan dive forward. Now really pressing the sides of the room away here. Come on down. Let's go onto that left side. Bend through the knees, belly to thighs first. Then we step the left foot back this time. Good. Frame through the feet. Stack. Make sure that the knee isn't passing that ankle and square up through the hips. Press through the foundation of your hands and kick the right foot back to meet the left. Coming down to the knees at any time and shifting that body weight forward. Create that shelf with the arms. Push up. Moving through the vinyasa of your choice. We all meet in downward dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Find your foundation first. Micro bend in the elbows, micro bend in the knees. Think about drawing the shoulders back and down as you squeeze the inner thighs together. Smile. Close your eyes. Good. Last breath. Inhale deeply. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Lift that left leg up. Draw it all the way up and through, dropping down to the knees if you need here. Square up through the hips. Left hip back, right hip forward. Finding the foundation in our lunge first. Good. Then press the right palm into the mat and reach the left arm up to the sky. Side twisting lunge here. Surya Namaskar. Look up to that left thumb. Good. Smile, you guys. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Push back through that right heel. Good. Really opening up here. Nice. Drop the left hand down. Shift the body weight forward. Right leg lifts. Drop the right hip down, but keep that right leg lifted. Good. Drop it down. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Heels and toes come to touch. Slowly begin to rise up. Shoulders come up last. Head lifts up. Reach the arms up to the sky. And then exhale. Let it go. Good. Nice work, you guys. Draw the hands to heart center. Bring them into prayer. Elbows out to the sides of the room. Shoulders back and down. Eye gaze forward and then close the eyes. Let it go. Grab a sip of water, towel off if you need here. We're going to move into one more round of that Surya Namaskar. Before moving on, I want to get another little side twisting lunge in there. I think that would be nice. Good. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, slight back bend, let it go. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press the sides of the room away as you swan dive down. Head hangs heavy. Good. Trying to reach for the mat here with extended legs. Bring the hands into the mat first here, and then think about straightening up through the legs. Nice. Heel toe those feet apart, hips distance. Now you can always measure hips distance by taking your fists, place them side by side in between the arches of the feet, and then gather your feet back up around those fists. That's going to be your very own hips distance. Good. Once you have that hips distance, start to bend through the knees, lift up through the soles of the feet. Take the palms and place them face up underneath the soles of the feet and start to replace your weight back onto the feet. Allow the toes just to come kiss at the wrist creases here. You can even wiggle your toes. Say, hi, wrists. Good. Start to lift up through that pelvic floor, lifting up through that tailbone. Think about reaching the tailbone up to the sky. Good. If your legs are already straight here, maybe you start to bend the elbows towards the sides of the room, really lengthening that shin or that chin towards the shins. Parahastasana from the front here. Now there should be a gap in between your legs here. I want you to look between it and see your past on that wall back there. See it behind you. Say to yourself, I leave my past behind me as I choose to move forward with confidence and in grace. Good. Bend those elbows out. Lengthen that spine a little farther. Shift the body weight into the soles of the feet just a little bit. Don't lift the heels. I don't want you to topple. Good. Imagine feeling that movement. So we're pushing on the balls of the feet just a little bit to signify that movement forward. Okay, guys? Nice. Slowly start to rise up as you release those hands from the feet, heel toe the feet back together. Then we start to rise up, tracing that line up the front of the legs, stacking one vertebrae at a time, reaching up for the sky, tucking the tailbone, let it go. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, swim those arms up. Exhale, slight bend in the knees as you fold it down. Uttanasana, forward fold, bend the knees, right foot back. I promised you that Surya Namaskar, left foot back, extend through the heels. Good. Think about the placement of your hands, eyes of the elbows forward, shifting that body weight forward. Bring the body onto the biceps. Push up. Good. Bring the body all the way down, up and through, rolling over those toes. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Or you're in that cobra or baby cobra. We all shift it back and find our downward dog. Nice work, you guys. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. All in and out through the nose. Good. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully through that nose. Nice. Inhale lifts the right leg up. Swing it all the way up and through or drop down to the knees and swing it through. Come into the long lunge. Square up through the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Drop the left palm into the mat. Reach it up to the sky. Good. Sink it down a little farther. Make sure that the right knee doesn't pass the ankle. And then open up. Nice. Beautiful. Drop that right hand down, frame the foot, shift the body weight forward, standing splits. Think about lifting from the left inner thigh. Good. Drop it down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Slowly starting to rise up. Tracing that line, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come back and down. Reach for the sky. Exhale, let it go. Nice work, you guys. You're doing such a great job today. I'm sure of it. I'm not even at your home, and I'm sure of it. Make sure my mic's okay. Okay, I think we're good. Oop, a little too much. Good. Inhale, reach up. We've got that other side to do. Swan dive forward. Come on down. Think about keeping that long spine all the way. Frame through the feet. Then through the knees. Left foot comes back. Bring it back as far as you can. Maybe even walk those toes back. Get as deep as you can into this lunge. You're working to get this leg parallel, this thigh parallel with the mat. Good. Step the right leg back. Plank. Holding here first. Spread those fingers wide. Find your foundation. And then hold. Working to get the eyes of the elbows forward. Square up through the hips. Draw the tailbone down. Extend the heels long. Feel the sweat start to drip, hopefully. Good. Drop down to the knees if you need. Shift that body weight forward. Come down halfway. Push up. Come all the way down into your cobra or upward dog. Awesome. Shift it back over the toes. Down dog. Nice work. Inhale. Left leg lifts. Shift it all the way up and through or drop down to the knees. We all meet. Long lunge. Nice. Now, walk that right foot back just a little bit. Squeeze the inner thighs. Draw the right hand into the mat. Reach the left arm up. Nice. Look up at that left thumb. Smile. Spread those fingers wide. Shift it down. Left hand frames the foot. Shift the body weight forward. Right leg lifts. Standing splits. Nice work. Drop it down. Meet the left. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Let it hang heavy. Maybe shake the head no. Maybe nod it yes. Choosing your own adventure here, you guys. Sorry about the mic. I'm messing with it. I'm sure it's giving you a little bit of feedback. Still trying to figure this thing out. Slowly start to rise up. Tracing one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come back and down. We reach to the sky. Exhale, let it go. Nice work. Now, hands to heart center, elbows out to the sides of the room. Imagine that current of energy lifting up. Good. Rotate towards the side of your mat. I want you to have enough length to work with. Step that right foot out as far as you can. Maybe even walk it out a little farther. Nice. I walked mine out a little too far. Good work. Now, you want your heels in alignment. Arches of the feet in alignment. We want to micro bend in those knees. That's going to help us lift up from that pelvic floor. Imagining that current of energy again, guys, okay? Shoulders come back and down. Imagine yourself as like a superhero here. And you're like, dun, 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 dun. Really lift up that chest and ground in through the tailbone. That micro bend in the knees is going to be what helps you do that, okay? Now, we're going to begin to hinge it forward, hinging at the hips. So I want you to think about keeping a nice long spine from the crown of the head all the way down. Good. Come down halfway, hold. Imagine that tabletop. Imagine I'm setting a little cup of tea right here on your lower spine. Hold it there. Good. Release it down. Bring the hands right in line with the arches of the feet, just out in front of you. Notice how we're starting to create a nice little shelf here with our arms. Just as you all know, anytime we're working through a posture, we're really just setting ourselves up for the next level or the next posture in line, okay? Micro bend in the knees. Maybe you bring those hips up to the sky a little farther. Think about hanging that head down heavy. Maybe you want to walk the forearms out and start to bring them in alignment, forearms onto the floor, working towards that headstand if that's in your practice. Now, if you're not even close to that headstand and you want to start working that way, grab a hold of the knife's edge of the feet with the hands. Use that grip to start to peel the elbows up to the ceiling and work to get that forehead closer to the mat, or the top of the head closer to the mat. Nice work. If you're working in that headstand, come on out. Good. Everybody release those hands and start to walk it forward. Hands come out in front, keeping that spine long. Lift up onto the fingertips. Look forward. Extend that tailbone long. Stretch here. Feel that great stretch. Good. Release it back down. Forehead or top of the head comes back towards the mat. Nice. Walk both hands, hand over towards the right foot. Twisting here, grabbing towards the knife's edge of the foot with the left hand, grounding in with the right. Hold here. Feel the nice stretch through your right hamstring, pressing in through the knife's edge of the feet. Sweet. Start to walk it back towards the middle. Come out in front first. Inhale, like half lift here. Extend the crown of the head long. Good. Fold it down. Hands come in line. We start to heel or hand walk, hand over hand towards the left side. Extend that right arm long and grab a hold of the knife's edge of the left foot. Use this left hand for balance. Start to rotate. Feel the spinal flexion here. Feel the stretch through that left hammy. Nice. Start to come back. Walk it out halfway. Lift up. Good. Fold it down. Micro bend in those knees. Hands to hips. Come all the way up. Beautiful work, you guys. Step it back. Back of the mat. Left foot comes to meet the right. We're all at the back of our mat. Turn to face the top of your mat. Nice. Inhale. Reach up for the sky. Exhale. Tuck that tailbone. Let it go. Good. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Hands come back down to heart center. Close your eyes. Try not to fidget. Breathe. Good. Feel the blood rushing up and down your body. Feel the feet tingling maybe here. Feel the calves awakening. Nice work. Smile. Open your eyes. Good. Inhale. Reach all the way up for the sky. Bring your arms shoulder width. So imagine you're holding a beach ball. Spread those fingers super wide. And then slowly, try not to think too much about it, start to roll onto the toes. Lifting up through the feet, coming onto the toes. Feel the stretch. Good. Hold here. If you fall out, get back in. Weird how just coming onto our toes can cause a balance issue. It's okay. It's okay. Tuck the tailbone. Squeeze and lift. Reach to the sky. Exhale. Release it all down. Hands come to heart center. Nice work, you guys. Smile at yourself. Say something nice to yourself. Good. Lifting that front side body all the way up. Make sure that you're stacking head over heart and heart over pelvis. Really grounding through that tailbone and drawing the shoulder blades back and down together. Elbows out to the sides of the room. Hands at heart center. Really press the thumbs in towards the sternum here. Good. With your eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter here. Drop your chin towards your chest. Good. We're still lifting everything up from that spine. The only thing tilted here is our chin towards the chest. Creating a nice little bow through the head and neck here. Feeling a nice little stretch through the back of the neck. Good. Shoulder blades come back and down and together. Lift up from that pelvic floor. Keeping that smile on your face or putting one there if it's not there anymore. Eye gaze comes up, look forward. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, let's swan dive down. Come on down. Walk the hands out to the top of the mat. Move into that plank. Shift that body weight forward. Extend those heels long. Find it once again. We've been here a few times today. Good. Extend through the heels. Draw the belly button up to the spine. Nice. Holding here. Starting to feel the body shake. Good. Shift that body weight forward. Come down halfway. Push up. Come all the way down, up and through into your Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. Nice. Everybody come down onto the knees. Bring the big toes to touch. Separate those knees wide. Good. Utthita Balasana. Extended child's pose. So I want you to come hips to heels first. So really start to sink the hips to the heels. And then once again, feeling that lifting current of energy, drawing the front side up and grounding down the back side. Good. Feel the lift from the pelvic floor, almost like you're trying to squeeze that block in between the thighs again. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slight and gentle back bend. Just lifting the chin up to the sky, opening up through the chest and the throat. Good. Reach up again, and then drop the hands down in between the legs. Start to walk it out. Belly comes in between the thighs. as much as you can here. And then bring the forehead either stacked onto those fists or right in between those arms, reaching and extending the hands out towards the top of the mat. Good. Think about extending those arms long. Maybe using the palms, the pressure of the palms way out there and to create a little push-pull motion where you're actually pushing into the mat to shift those hips back and down. Good. Maybe you want to rock the forehead side to side, embracing that third eye being pressed into the mat. Give it a little massage here. Good. Maybe you want a little shoulder stretch. If so, I want you to walk the hands out as far as you can. Draw the biceps really close to the ears. Bring the palms together in prayer and then keep the elbows grounded as you bend the elbows, creating a little shark fin above the back of your neck. We're only going to be here for a couple breaths, guys. So really press in through the palms and draw those biceps close to the ear. Good. Last deep breath. Inhale, really press into the palms. Feel the stretch through the shoulders right there where it meets the neck. Good. And on your exhale, release the palms. Draw the arms so they're in line with your shoulders here. Smile. Release the forehead from the mat and start to walk it forward. Good. Stacking head over heart. Stacking shoulders over the wrists and stacking, keeping those knees wide. Okay? Good. Now drop back down to the forearms. Make sure that you're stacking those elbows right underneath the shoulders here and that your arms are creating two parallel lines. Spread the fingers wide, curl onto your toes. Listen carefully. Lift the hips up to the sky. You're in dolphin, you guys. Nice job. Lift the hips a little higher, maybe even tiptoeing the feet a little farther forward, working to get the hips over the head. And then one day, coming up into your forearm stand. I'm still working on mine. Maybe you want to give it a couple of little donkey kicks. Start to feel the balance shifting over the top of your head. Good. Release down to the knees. Come back onto the hands. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Nice. Everybody step to the center of your mat. Now you can stay facing the top of your mat. I'm going to rotate towards you so you can see me here. Don't want to lose my mic there. Awesome. Tuck those shoulders back and down and away. Lift up. Smile. Nice job. I think everything's working good on this mic here. Let me just make sure. Move it back to my mouth. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, guys, now that we're going to be back in session. So bear with me. Awesome. Lifting up. Good. Moving into our Vrikshasana or tree pose. So I want you to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale with a slight back bend. Let it go. Good. Inhale, reach up. Really zip up through the toes. Zip up through the legs. Draw everything really tight together. Hands come together at heart center. And we draw the shoulders back and down and away. Nice. Step the right toes out. And then rotate the right knee to face the top of your mat or to face the direction that you just stuck your toe. Nice. Start to draw a line, bringing that toe to kickstand right there at the ankle. You're working to open up this inner thigh here, guys. So you can stay right here if balance is not your friend today, okay? Open up, lift up from the pelvic floor. Keep a micro bend in that left knee. That's going to help you find balance from your core here, okay? Now, maybe you want to take the foot to the calf. Good. Maybe you want to take it all the way up to the thigh. Use the sole of the foot to press in on that thigh. Don't ever press in on the knee here, guys. I really don't want you to hurt yourself, okay? We can blow out our knee by using that pressure to push back into that knee. That's no bueno, okay? Good. Opening up through that inner thigh here, opening up through that hip. Smile. You're a tree. Once you find that balance, try not to grip anywhere, and then begin to open up those limbs. Reach them for the sky. Maybe you sway in the wind. Good. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Good. Maybe you draw those hands back to heart center. Awesome work. Gently start to release. Extend those right toes back out and then bring them back in. Good. Zip up through the legs. Zip up through the core. Feel that current of energy lifting that pelvic floor once more, drawing the backside down. Good. Hands together at heart center. Really press the thumbs in towards the sternum and kick the left toes out. Nice. Rotate that knee to face the left and then start to trace that line. So you're working, even before you get that toe in, you're working to open up through this hip. And then we can draw it in. Micro bend in the right knee. That's going to lift your pelvic floor. Help find a little bit more balance here. Maybe you draw that foot up to the calf, not the knee, the calf. Good. Opening up through that inner thigh. Smile. If you fall out, get back in. Honor your body wherever it is today. Nice. Lift up from the pelvic floor. Draw the sole of the foot to the inner thigh and use that thigh to press back on the sole of the foot. Lift up. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you keep holding on to that foot. Choose your own adventure. If you fall out, get back in. That's the fun of yoga, is it's kind of like being a little kid and falling down and we just get back up again. You know, honor that child inside of you that can do that. Once you find that balance, grow your tree. You can be down here growing those limbs, guys. Choose your own adventure. Nice. Good. If you're growing those limbs, start to draw them back and down. Nice. I'm super wobbly on this side today. I'm going to kick that left toe out. Come to meet me. Back at center. Zip up through the legs. Hands together. Lift up from that current of energy. Feel it lifting and grounding. Smile. Good. Bow your head once more. Feel that nice reverent bow, that stretch through the back of the neck. Good. Really think about drawing the shoulder blades together here. That's going to increase that beautiful neck stretch. Keep smiling as you breathe in and out through that nose. Nice. Draw the chin parallel with the mat. Eye gaze up, smile. Give thanks for our standing practice today, and let's move to the floor. So come on down. Let's begin seated in Baddha Konasana. So you're going to draw the soles of the feet together, still working on those hips opening up here. So you might even want to grab the flesh, the fleshy part of your booty, and move it out of the way. That way you can feel the sits bones kind of ground into the mat there. And then draw your heels together. Maybe you start to walk the soles of the feet up towards your booty here or towards your groin area, or maybe you keep them out long. Also working to lay down these thighs one day. So lift up from the pelvic floor. Now, if you're super struggling, the farther you go out with these legs, the easier it's going to be you're going to be able to stack that pelvic floor right underneath that heart and feel the head really lift up over that heart space. You might be super flexible, and now you're starting to work on getting those knees down. Choose your own path. Anywhere, any of those choices are in between. Nice. Good. Close your eyes. Smile. Breathe. Good. Open your eyes. Send yourself some love. Start to use those hands and draw those knees back and together. Good. If you're like me, facing the side, go ahead and roll to the side and then draw those knees in towards the chest for just a moment. Elevate, lift those feet. Kind of try and find that balancing spot right there on your booty because we're working into that boat pose next. Nice. Flex the feet and point the toes. Maybe grab a hold of the backs of the thighs. Flex the feet and point the toes. Working to start to lift through those shins. Flex the feet, bringing the shins parallel with the ceiling above. Point the toes. Feel the core activate here. Flex the feet. If you're not feeling your belly turn on here, you're not doing it right. Maybe lean back a little bit farther. You should feel that core really turn on here. Now, you can keep holding here on the backs of the thighs, or maybe you start to bring your arms out in line with those shins. Shoulders come back. Smile. Breathe. Imagine squeezing that block in between the thighs again. Maybe you even grab a hold of that block and squeeze it right there in between the thighs. Good. Hold. Hold. Maybe bring the shins up a little more parallel. Hold. Good. Exhale. Low boat. Draw it down. Don't let the back drop. Don't let the legs drop. Hold and hover. Looking up to the ceiling, squeezing everything together, pointing through the toes. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, come up, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat, last time. Exhale, low boat, hold, hold, hold. And release everything down, let it go. Shavasana. Breathe deep. Feel your heartbeat into the mat below. Good. Draw the shoulders up and underneath that heart space. Maybe the eyes are closed. Maybe you want to open them here. Look up to the ceiling. Good. Moving into a bridge posture. So I really want you to tuck those shoulder blades up and under. Lift and elevate that heart space first. Good. Turn the palms face down and start to walk the soles of the feet up towards the booty. Now make sure you're keeping a hips distance here in between the legs. Try not to get them too far out beside the sides of your body. We want to keep nice straight lines. So imagine the kneecaps headed up towards the ceiling. Good. With the palms into the mat, looking up towards the ceiling. Now, don't turn your neck here. I don't want you to injure yourself. Anytime we move into a bridge posture like this or a shoulder stand, you want to keep looking straight up at that ceiling. So just listen to my voice here. Good. Pressing through the soles of the feet. As you inhale, start to lift those hips up to the sky. Think about drawing your shins back towards your booty as you lift the hips up a little higher. Good. Now maybe you walk the shoulder blades up and underneath that shoulder space a little higher. Good. Maybe you want to clasp for opposite fists underneath that booty. Really think about squeezing that imaginary block in between the thighs. Good. Lift a little higher. Think about drawing your chest towards your chin and your chin up towards the sky. We want to keep a little bit of space between that chin and that chest. Lift up a little higher with those hips. Lift, 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 lift. Squeeze that block with the thighs and exhale, releasing it all the way down. Nice work. Good job in that bridge pose. Heel toe those feet out towards the edge of the mat and then drop the knees to touch. Nice. Bring one hand to the heart and the other hand to the belly. Breathe. Nice deep belly breaths here. Really feeling the belly rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. Good. On your next inhale, open the knees wide. Keep your feet where they are. Exhale, drop the knees back down to touch. Inhale, open them wide. Good. Exhale, drop them back down into touch. Nice. We're going to do one more bridge posture here, and then we're going to move into a little Janu Padasana. So make sure that the heels are lined up with the booty, or the sits bones, I should say. We draw the shoulders back and down underneath that heart space. Good. Palms come into the mat. Inhale, start to lift the hips. Think about drawing the shins back towards the booty. Good. Squeeze that imaginary block in between the thighs. Lift the hips a little higher. Maybe you walk those shoulders up and under. Maybe you bend through the elbows and start to create a little shelf. Nice. Good. Lifting the hips to the sky. Now think about drawing your chest towards your chin and your chin up towards the sky. Smile. Keep looking up towards the ceiling. Release that shelf if you created one, and then slowly start to release it down. Nice work, you guys. Good, good job. Now, let's move into that Janu Padasana. Get a little bit more of a hip opener here. We have a few more minutes. Good. So, I want you to kick that right foot all the way up to the sky. This left knee is still bent, sole of the foot into the mat. Now, drop the right foot onto the left thigh. So the right ankle actually is what's going to drop onto the thigh, and you're bringing it just below that knee. We don't want to place it on the knee again. We don't want to hyperextend anything. Good. So allow that foot to dangle. Maybe do a couple of ankle rotations here so you can really feel the dangle of the foot. Good. Nice work. Good. Now, kick up off the sole of that left foot and start to think about bringing that left shin parallel with the ceiling above as you flex both those feet. Nice. You can stay right here, maybe taking that right hand and pushing out on the right inner thigh. Maybe you want to reach up inside that figure four you just created with your legs and grab for the back of that left thigh, okay? Keep the left shin parallel. Keep the left foot flexed, keep the right foot flexed, and start to draw the left knee in towards the chest. Now, you have this nice little leverage here with the right elbow. Use that right elbow to push out on the right inner thigh as you pull in on the left. Good. Feel that little counter push-pull motion. Keep flexing those feet. Keep drawing that left knee in towards the face a little farther. Good. Shoulders are back and down here, so if you're struggling, just come out just a little bit. Good. Eye gazes up to the ceiling. We smile here. Good. Flex that foot a little harder. And then gently release. Sole of the left foot comes into the mat. Right foot comes into the mat. Swing the left foot up to the sky. And then drop it down. Ankle comes just underneath that right knee. Give it a few rotations here. Feel the foot flex. Feel the dangle of the foot here, so your ankle really is just hanging off that thigh. Nice, you guys. Now, kick up off the sole of that foot, maybe just press on that left inner thigh, or reach up inside, grabbing the back side of that right thigh, and then starting to pull the right knee in. Shoulders want to stay back and down into the mat, and the chin stays tucked into the chest. Use that left elbow to press out on the left inner thigh. Janu Padasana, 1. Breathe. Smile. Let the eyeballs hang heavy here. Let it go. Nice. Keep flexing both those feet hard. Keep that right shin parallel with the mat below. Keep peeling that right knee in as you push out with that left elbow. Good. Feel the breath get constricted as you pull that right knee even closer. Exhale, gently release. Right foot comes down. Left foot comes down. Press the palms into the mat. Shoulders come up and underneath that heart space. Kick both heels up towards the ceiling. Really ground down through the tailbone here. Hold. Feel the legs shake. Extend the heels up to the ceiling a little harder. Maybe think about drawing those toes back over your face a little bit more. Good. Holding here. Pressing in through the foundation. Smile. Good. And gently release. Soles of the feet come into the mat. Heel toe those feet together. Let the knees fall out. Supta Baddha Konasana, Supta Vajrasana here. Maybe you take the palms and place them on the inner thighs. Maybe you want to complete that figure 8 or that infinity symbol with your body here, and you want to reach those arms up and overhead, grabbing for opposite elbows, or maybe even taking your hands into prayer and pressing the wrists into the top, into the crown of your head. Good. Letting the shoulders relax, letting the elbows relax, letting everything go. Feel the hips start to open wide. Maybe you feel the smile reappearing on your face. Nice deep belly breaths in and out through that nose still. Breathing in, filling that belly with air. Breathing out, releasing everything from the pit of that belly. Good. Now, if your arms are up overhead, start to bring them down by your side. Everybody bring those fingertips to the outside edge of the thighs. And on your next inhale, use those fingertips. Help close those legs like you're closing that book. Nice. Heel toe those feet out to the edge of the mat one last time. Let them spill off onto your floor and then drop the knees in to touch. Nice. Place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. Good. Breathing deep here, 2 breaths. Nice. Inhale, open the knees wide. Keep the feet where they are. Exhale, drop the knees back and down. Inhale, open the knees wide. Exhale, drop them back down together. Good. On your next inhale, bring the knees up into neutral, and then windshield wiper the legs, going the same direction from side to side as you slowly start to heel toe your feet down towards the end of the mat. Keep the windshield wipering going. You'll feel how this releases some of the tension maybe in the lower spine or in that booty that you might have created. Good. And then release everything down, guys. Shoulder blades come back and down. Hips release. You can bring the heels to touch and let the toes fall out, or maybe walk the heels towards the edges, the corners of your mat, and come out wide like a starfish. Nice, guys. Let it go and just breathe. This is your final pose. Get comfortable. We're going to be here for several breaths. So make sure you find a comfortable place to lay. Make sure you can come to a place where you're not feeling the need to fidget or feeling that urgency to move. And each time that starts to build up inside you, just take a deep breath and send that breath to that urgency, reminding yourself that you are strong. Every time the body wants to jump up and run or move or fix our clothes or wipe our sweat, it's just the ego talking, the ego getting in our way. So breathe past that ego. Come back to that third eye focus. Come back to that heart center. Start to really gauge your breath here. Really follow your breath. Slowing it down. Imagining and feeling each part of your body as it stretches as you inhale. Maybe your clothing even moves here. And then exhale, really feel that belly button drop all the way to the spine. Let everything out, let everything go. Good, release the brow, release the eyeballs, let them hang heavy. Release the tension in your jaw by dropping the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Good. Let the shoulders hang heavy. Let the arms hang heavy. Let the hips melt away as the thighs melt away. Feeling the weight escape through the bottom part of our body everywhere we're touching the mat. Feeling our bodies become light. Come back to that breath. Taking this opportunity to stay here as long as you can stand. And in that moment where you feel like you just need to jump up and run, I encourage you to take 3 more cycles of breath. In and out through that nose. Not letting that ego get in the way. Stepping in front of that ego and saying, no, I choose to stay. Good, you guys. I want you to draw all your awareness up to the crown of your head, all the way up to the top of your body. Good. Imagine that current of energy radiating out of the top of your head. Say to yourself, I am whole. I am healthy. I am strong. I am joyful. Good. Hopefully we'll see you guys again here in my hot room. Hopefully you all will make it back to your mat at True, or if you're new to the True Yoga Studio, please come down and check us out. We're honored and ready to serve all of your yoga needs. It's been such an honor to come to you from my home on this beautiful spring day. With all of my heart to yours, guys. Namaste.